Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, January 20th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the 13th edition of TNA Genesis, broadcast last night on pay-per-view and TNA Plus from the Curtis Culwall Center in Garland, Texas. In the main event, Joe Hendry defeated Nick Nemeth to become the new TNA World Champion in 19 minutes and 8 seconds.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Well, now, you, me, everyone here in Dallas and around the world, I can't fight it. You have to believe in Joe Hendry.
The win ends Nemeth's world title reign at 183 days and marks Hendry's first world title. TNA Knockouts world champion Masha Slamovich retained her title against Rosemary in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. After the match, TNA's Cora Jade came out to confront Slamovich.
We have another guest from NXT. Cora Jade is here at Genesis. I very well remember this past Tuesday night, Masha Slamovich, for the first time ever, appeared on NXT and watched as Cora Jade got a victory against Kalani Jordan. After that matchup, Shawn Michaels asked Masha Slamovich if she'd seen anything she liked. Slamovich said yes to the Heartbreak Kid.
Well, tonight, it's Cora Jade who's got a front row seat to the Knockouts World Champion. Face to face, eye to eye.
In other title matches, the Hardy Boys retained the TNA World Tag Team title against the Rascals. Jody Threat and Danny Luna successfully defended the Knockouts Tag Team title against Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, and X Division champion Moose pinned Ace Austin. Josh Alexander lost an I Quit match to Mike Santana and then got on the mic and cut a promo in which he claimed he was quitting the company as well.
I'm a man of my word. I quit. I said I'd look you eye to eye and shake your hand. You're the standard of TNA now. I quit tonight, but I quit TNA too.
Whoa.
In other results, Tessa Blanchard pinned Jordan Grace, and Eric Young and Steve Macklin beat Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers of the System. The show was the first TNA pay-per-view since the official partnership between WWE and TNA began. Paul Levesque took to Twitter to hype the show beforehand, and the pre-show opened with a match in which NXT's Ashante the Adonis lost to Jake Something. And Game Changer Wrestling presented The People vs. GCW live last night on pay-per-view from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. In the main event, Effie defeated Mance Warner to win the GCW World title, ending Warner's reign after 231 days and 28 successful defenses. The GCW Tag Team title also changed hands as Alec Price and Cole Radrick defeated Violences Forever. Matt Cardona's open challenge was answered by Broski Jimmy, who defeated him. Just prior to that, Cardona had won 2 open challenge matches against Microman and Tommy Invincible. Amazing Red was inducted on the show into the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame. The induction took place after he had teamed with Grim Reaper and Homicide to defeat Griffin McCoy, Kerry Morton, and Tony Deppen. Joey Janela defeated Masato Tanaka and afterwards was confronted by Sabu, setting up a match between the two at GCW Spring Break. In other selected results, Los Desperados defeated Tajiri, Little Guido, and Super Crazy. Megan Bain defeated Atticus Kogar. Josh Barnett defeated Tom Peastock in a Bloodsport match. Sidney Akeem beat El Hijo del Vikingo, and Charles Mason beat Richard Holiday in a steel cage match. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.